The war between Iraq and Iran has been going on for a long time, and both sides have suffered crippling casualties without too much to show for it. Our enemy, the Iranians, are constantly trying to probe our defenses, to find new ways to flank us. Our scouts have reported the presence of an Iranian tank platoon in this area. We are tasked with patrolling up the coast until we find the tank platoon and to then defeat it in concert with our mechanized infantry. Hello there, and welcome to a new mission in Steel Armor Blaze of War, where today we are once again operating this lovely T-62 tank, but this time we are playing as an Iraqi tank commander during the Iran-Iraq war, in charge of these two tanks, and we are of course fighting the Iranians. Our mission today is nothing too complicated, it's actually very straightforward, but it's also just there to showcase a feature that this game has that is quite amazing. You'll see for yourself soon. So what is our mission? Our mission is to not crush this guy, which we are expertly avoiding. We are also expertly avoiding this BMP-1. And now we are tasked with patrolling the coastline here. You can actually see the sea and the beach just here next to us. And there's even a half-sunken BTR wreck in the water, which is nice. We are to patrol up the coastline and to look for an enemy tank platoon that is reported to be in the area. Once we find the enemy tank platoon, we are to fall back to our friendly mechanized platoon back here with the BMP-1s and the dismounts, and together with them we are to fight the enemy tank platoon. But as I said earlier, this mission is really just here to showcase a feature that this game has that is, what can I say, it's brilliantly implemented. You'll see in just a few moments for yourself as we are starting to spot targets. Enemy tank in the distance, okay, start reversing. Reverse. And now my friendly tank will start to deploy a smoke shield. He has just activated his exhaust smoke generator. I'm gonna do the same on my tank. There we go. It's starting. But look at this, he's driving left to right in front of us, deploying a smoke screen for us that we can retreat behind. And now he is turning around and driving the other way, right to left, continuing to deploy a smoke screen. And now, because he has turned around like that, he is behind his own smoke screen. He is being shielded by the smoke that he just deployed, and he's also shielding us. This is brilliant. My jaw dropped when I saw this for the first time, and I dearly hope that the Gunner Heat PC devs take notice and implement something similar in the game, because this here is a textbook example of how a smoke shield is supposed to be deployed. Okay, my BMPs are starting to launch ATGMs, but they only have these really shitty Malyutka ATGMs. They are going into the ground right now. So the area is very open. I would love a bit of cover. Where do I go? As my gunner fires a shot towards the enemies. Well, where are the enemies going? Left to right. You know what? Forward, fast. My friendly tank has actually found a really nice position here. Let's join him. I'll let my gunner engage on his own initiative. As another ATGM is flying towards the enemy tanks. We can see it flying over there and then it went into the ground. Yeah, that's about what you expect from a Malyutka. Really shitty ATGMs. Really shitty. But you know, we might be able to use the beach here. My friendly tank just fired a shot at the enemies, which is nice. Let me get into a position maybe behind this little dune here. Hold here. There they are. They just fired at somebody. Let me have a look at the situation on the map. So they're advancing up here. We are over here. There's this low hill. I have an idea. I will order my friendly tank to take up a position behind this hill. You will move fast to here. Your gun is stabilized, so you'll be able to fire on the move. Enemy tanks are deploying smoke now. I could try to move closer behind this rise here in front of me. There seems to be a little dip in the terrain. But I might be exposing myself a little bit too much by doing that. Let's wait for my friendly tank to get in position before we do anything further. My guess is the enemy tanks took a lot of fire. Maybe scared a bit of the ATGMs. They popped smoke. My guess is they are... No, they're still coming, but one seems to be down. Yeah, an enemy tank is down. That's good to know. Where are they? If they keep coming that way... A BMP just fired, the main gun. If they keep coming this way, if I go into that little depression ahead of me, I might indeed be in an even more favorable position. Should we risk it? I think I am. Okay, my gunner is just shooting at them. Let's go. Go fast. I'll let my gunner just shoot on his own as I direct the firefight here, basically. Oh, that just missed me. Keep going fast, but well, it's not easy in this deep sand here. There they are. Come on, keep going. We just got hit. Let me turn in. That's getting too risky. Damage report. Oh, that ricocheted off the tank. Did you see that? That was awesome. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting behind this low rise here. This is actually a really nice position. Let's direct my other tank. Okay, they are scattered all throughout the area. I might bring up the other tank on the hillside and have him start engaging. Like so, maybe here. Yeah, he will stop engaging. He will start engaging. Actually, I can cancel his order. He already has line of sight, so that's good. Let's watch. Maybe I'll tell my gunner to hold fire and I'll give him a precise range. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tell him to hold fire. Looking for the enemy tank. It's right there somewhere. I just can't see him right now, but that's... There's one. Range 1200. Start loading heat. And if that thing wants to keep firing at us, I'll oblige by shooting back. Not sure if that was heat already or not. Let's fire another one. ATGMs are flying in, but they are missing the target, of course. We did hit though. Let's dial the range down a little bit. I can tell you one thing, it is, in my observation, in my experience right now, it is much more difficult to identify and engage tanks in this game than it is in Gunner EPC. There seems to be a lot more micro-terrain around, so little dips in the terrain, little hills and such, where tanks can hide in. Okay, hold fire for now. I want to observe the effects of my fire. And also, the enemy tanks seem to blend much better with the terrain. Okay, they are popping smoke. That means they had enough for now. Yeah, they are popping smoke all over the place. They are trying to retreat, I guess. Well, as long as the smoke screen didn't build. Gunner. Oh, that was an ATGM hitting. And we hit 2. Nice. And it detonated, I think. Hold fire. Yeah, the tank detonated. Awesome. There was another tank just here. I might try to target that one next. But first, let me see what my other guy is doing. He does currently not have line of sight to anybody, but it looks like another enemy tank might be defeated back there, so maybe he already did his best and defeated it. Maybe all the enemy tanks are down. It's possible. That other tank that was here was just sitting there. So maybe it was defeated. Let me take a look. There is an enemy tank, but that is certainly defeated. The hatches are open, so I think the crew bailed out. We have one on fire here. We had another one just sitting in the field here. And there's something else burning in the distance there. So 4 tanks potentially dead. That's a whole enemy platoon. My infantry? That's friendly infantry, right? Or is that enemy infantry? That's friendly infantry. That must be, yeah, that is friendly infantry. Looks like crew from one of the BMPs, maybe. They are running ahead. So I think it's safe enough. Well, in that case, let's do the following. My other tank, I want you on the hilltop, overlooking the area here. And as soon as you're in an overwatch position, I will advance. And we'll run down enemy tankers that are trying to run away. He's driving up. If we have enemy tankers ahead of us, we will switch to high explosive, of course. Okay, friendly tank on the hilltop. Is not being shot at, that's a good thing. So let's head out. Let's go and take a look at those enemy tank wrecks. I will tell my gunner to shoot on his own initiative. And he might have already recognized the targets. Not sure. Our tank over there is providing nice overwatch. We'll go in and we'll deal with enemy infantry, if there is any. I'm sure that some of the enemy crews managed to bail out of their tanks. So they are gonna have a really bad time now. My tank is sitting up there, menacingly. As we are closing in. You guys are being careful. Yeah, these are dismounts from an APC. Probably, maybe that APC that got knocked out there. Enemy tanks are still cooking off. Okay, we are spotting something. Hold. Or go very slow, yeah, there we go. Enemy tank crew. Hold. Got that guy. He's dead. Yeah, this enemy tank has been disabled. We are looking at chieftains, by the way. They are chieftains. Very, very dangerous and capable tanks. Not to be underestimated. I think I see somebody over there. Gonna engage that. Yeah, there is movement. There's one guy on the ground. My gunner can't recognize him right now. There, maybe now. But there's smoke. Okay. How do we proceed? They're actually on the other side of this canal here. Which is not convenient for me. Not convenient at all. Maybe I can cross it somewhere. There seems to be a crossing just next to me here. So let's go ahead and let's cross the canal, so that we can continue to run them down. As I'm nearing the water... Oh. Okay, they're engaging with their rifles. Hold. And my loader is engaging with our anti-aircraft machine gun, which is terrifying. Yeah, looks like he shredded that guy over there on the ground. Nice. Okay, another nice AI feature. As I'm driving towards this water obstacle, my driver will tell me that he can't do that. So he'll simply stop. There we go. And now, if I press forward again, he will take that as a hint to start looking for a way to cross. And so I don't have to do anything now. He'll do everything by himself. I can just lay back, he'll find a way to cross. More enemy infantry back there. This game really has some nice and convenient AI features. It looks like these guys are trying to cross too. Yeah, there seems to be a crossing right here that my driver is taking us towards. Stop here. You know, let's not squash them in the water, let's wait for them to cross. I'll cover here. I'll cover their advance. They are wading through the water right now. Yeah, there are still more enemy infantry soldiers. I see them over there on the ground. Like there's one. Yeah, my tank on the hill is engaging. We have another soldier coming. My friendly tank is engaging with a heavy machine gun, with the anti-aircraft machine gun on the turret. He might be a bit too far out to use the coax effectively. No, forget that. They are doing good work. Okay, these guys are sufficiently across. Let's keep going. I did not go in properly. Let's go back a little bit and my driver will sort us out. Oh no, that guy's crossing. Go like this should be fine. No, I have to let him do it, okay. There we go. Okay, that guy's getting out of the way, which is very smart. Nicely done. And we will be across any moment. Come on, keep going. You know what? Barrel to the front. Don't want the barrel to get stuck in the mud. And now let's turn and go towards them. Let's head towards the enemies. My other tank is still sitting up on that hill providing overwatch, which is nice. Once again, turret to front, please. The enemies are in front of us after all. I do have to be careful that they don't shoot me or my loader. They can't do that. So let me get... stop here. There's one. There's another one. Gunner, engage. Got that guy. Target that guy. Take him out. Okay, that guy's shooting at us. This is... Okay, he's dead. My loader is doing work. He's just up there, engaging with the heavy machine gun. I can tell him to close the hatches, which might be safer right now. So let's do that. Hatches closed, and we'll advance. My gunner is free to engage anything. There's an enemy. Come on, kill that guy. Oh, he was killed by the other tank. Nicely done. There's a runner. Dead. I think we got this in the bag. I think we pretty much got this. Let's see. Yeah, that thing is still detonating. Very nice. And I see a bunch of dead people, but I don't see anybody left alive. So I guess that means we did it. This is it. Infantry that way. Do we still have an enemy alive? No, you're dead. Yeah, the enemy tankers are all dead. I can't see anybody who's still alive, who's running around. I think we got it. So, maybe it's time for a nice little picture before we end the mission and, you know, take a look at the statistics, which is always super interesting to do. It really is. Okay, like... maybe like... so. You know what? Let's turn the tank a bit. Yeah. This is a nice picture. We'll go with this one. Okay. I noticed with this mission, by the way, that it doesn't end automatically. So to end the mission, I actually have to go ahead and I have to hit withdraw, unpause, and now we'll wait for half a minute and then the mission will end. So, quite a nice little engagement if you ask me. A platoon of very dangerous and capable enemy tanks. These chieftains are really no joke. They are really, really good and extremely precise when they shoot at you. But we still managed to defeat them with the help of the ATGMs, I believe. We'll see in just a moment what those did. Here we go. Statistics: 7 casualties on our side, 16 on the enemy side, so that's a nice victory. But let's go here and take a look. So my own tank. Did we take any hits? I think we did. Because there's a hit here, but that's just a bullet that hit us. Okay, nothing crazy. Apart from that, we are fine. We did not take any significant hits here. Which is really, really nice. I thought I took a hit on the turret and there is indeed a mark here. But it's not showing up. It might be because maybe there was some kind of thing attached to the turret there and the round hit that thing. It was blown away from the turret. And that's why we can't see it. It's possible. I'm not sure. Did we get hit? I think we did get hit at some point. At one point. Anyway, let's go and take a quick look. What did we kill? We killed 5 soldiers and officers and 1 tank. My other friendly tank. Oh, they took a hit. Okay. They took a hit to the gun mantlet. But it failed to do any damage. They are lucky. They are extremely lucky. Other than that, their tank is perfectly alright. And they kill 2 soldiers and 2 tanks. Very nice. Let's take a look at our APCs. So these guys... Well, this one did not get hit by anything, which is nice. Did he kill anything? He killed a tank, indeed. Nicely done. We have this one here. It too is still alive. No hits on it. It did not hit anything. We have this one. Still alive. Not dead, which is a big plus. Did not hit anything. This one, however, this one got hit. 120mm shell, one going through the commander's hatch, doing plenty of damage too. Engine, transmission, fuel and battery. I wonder how that happened. Maybe because it passed through the hatch, the fuse was activated and it detonated here above the engine deck. That's possible. Down here we have another shell hitting and penetrating. Light, engine, transmission, battery, and it also started a fire, indicated by the asterisk here. So this was the killing blow. And this APC here, well, they are fine. They are perfectly safe, but here you can see the ATGMs that were used. They are these little Malyutka guided rockets, and they are really, really not that great. Hit rate with those things is pretty bad. But now let's take a look at the enemy tanks. A tank platoon of chieftains. Well, first of all, this one. This is the one that was sitting there with its engine running, but the track's blown off. Let's see if we can reconstruct what happened to it. So there is a hit at 1800 meters from a 115mm gun. So that's either from my tank or from my other friendly tank. Did not penetrate. We have another hit at 1 kilometer into the turret cheek here. Did not penetrate. But then we have a pretty good hit down here. My guess is that this hit, although it doesn't say so, my guess is that this hit took out the track as well. And then it entered through the side of the tank and went into the engine. So this tank was simply left disabled and the crew bailed out. Didn't do them much good though. Next chieftain. Ho ho ho. This is the one that we fired at in the end. So this one was definitely killed by us. Let me quickly check who killed this one. This one was killed by me. Okay. We killed this one. The one that is sitting abandoned here. That was our shell into the side. And my guess is that we also killed this one that is so merrily on fire. No, this one is actually credited to the BMP. Interesting. So let's have a look. I was sure that we killed that, but maybe the ATGMs did the work. Let's try to reconstruct what happened to it. I see a bunch of hits more or less at the same range, so it's really difficult to say in which order these shells arrived. I do see, well, one shell hit the turret's cheek here, basically all the storage things here, from 1148 meters. That's a tank shell, didn't do anything though, just penetrated through all these storage boxes. And then we have multiple heat shells, those are definitely mine, impacting at 147 meters, impacting the turret here, and impacting the hull down here. So here we see impacts all on the turrets. These two impact, but no penetration. Here we have a penetration, but no damage. My guess is that it only penetrated the periscope that we see up here. But that's it. And then we see a hit here, which actually reached the ammunition. So ammunition was damaged in some way. But then, right here we see an impact from an ATGM. The ATGM hits, well, it looks like it basically hit the turret ring, penetrated and got into the turret, destroyed the turret. My guess is that that somehow started a fire, or alternatively, my hit into the ammunition started a fire, And just after that, the ATGM came in and, well, probably killed a bunch of the crew inside the turret, and so that's why the kill was given to the BMP. I think that's the likely scenario. This here started the fire, but before the fire could spread, an ATGM hit and took out the guys inside. Oh, still very nice. Let's go over to this one. This one I think was killed very early on by my friendly tank. Nice, okay. You got hit into the lower hull from 1,641 meters away, so from quite far. And that hit caused your crew to panic and to bail out, because it obviously did penetrate. It looks like everybody just bailed out after that. Doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh well, no. We have damaged ammunition and fuel tanks. Do I see another hit somewhere that is not having a hit vector? I see that the track guard here on the side has been blown off. So my guess is... Ah yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the hole. We have an impact here that is not being shown because probably the shell impacted the track guard. And the track guard got blown off, and so the hit vector is basically on the track guard and not on the hull itself. But there we have a penetration, and that damaged the ammunition and the fuel tanks. That's why the crew decided to bail out. Nice. And the final one looks like he was about to retreat, driving away when he got hit, and my guess is that he got hit by my guy up here on the hill. Nice. Yeah, I did order him to drive up the hill a little bit so that he can engage this tank, and it worked. Oh, how it worked. He hit this thing at 1,253 meters, penetrated. Looks like it penetrated the turret ring. Gun and turret have been damaged by this hit. But once again, I have a feeling, and there it is, there's another impact over here. Because this here did not start a fire. This down here did. What do we have? Ammunition. Yeah, we have an ammo rack hit down here. Very nicely done. Probably a follow-up shot to this one here. It's also possible that this hit here caused enough damage to make the crew bail out, especially because the gun was disabled. And so the tank was at that point already counted as destroyed. And that's why no more impacts are shown. No, I think it's because it hit the track guard first. That's why the hit vector is not being shown. But that's this tank dead. From up there, from the hill. My guy was sitting right there on the hillside and shooting into this thing. So, this was really fun. This was a really, really fun little tank engagement. I enjoyed this. And you know, I think that this game clearly has a lot of things going for it. It clearly has. It's an amazing game. It's a very fun game. And the tank combat in it, in some respects, it's more challenging than in Gunner Heat PC. For one, the AI is flat out better. It just is. It is indeed better. That's a fact. They are maneuvering around the battlefield, they are trying to find a good position, they are trying to flank. It's just, you know, it's Graviteam. It's like Graviteam tactics, just from a first-person perspective. So that is really cool. And then you have such amazing features like the smoke screen that we have seen today, which is just really awesome. I really enjoyed seeing that. I really, really did. So yeah, if you don't know about this game, if you want to try it for yourself, it's available on Steam. Just make sure that you watch maybe my first video on this game to know its limitations, because there are limitations, definitely. The amount of content being one of them. But if you see this game on sale and you're interested in this kind of game, go for it. you can't do much wrong, especially not on a sale. So, once again, I want to thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope you let me know in the comments if you did, and I hope that you are subscribed to the channel, because if you are less likely to miss any awesome future content. And until we have some more future content, I wish you some very amazing days, and goodbye.